Hey there, it's Pokemaniac Andy, and we're here. And as you can see, it's not Pokemon on the screen, so it must be Sentinels Sunday. I'm super excited to play more Sentinels of the Multiverse, mostly because I got to play it later today too, in person. So I love this game. I can't express how much I do, especially playing the video game, and being able to share it with you all is just so special to me. Anyways, we'll get to the new game. We need to get one of the villains we haven't faced before. So we did Plague Rat last week. We have done the Matriarch and Spite. So we're missing Baron Blade, Mad Bomber Baron Blade, Cosmic Omnitron, or the Chairman. Right away, we get the Chairman in Rook City. We are not going to win this one. I can tell you that much right now. Anyways, let's get started. Because Rook City is a interesting environment, and the Chairman is... you can think of the Chairman as Ra's al Ghul, and he works through his Operative, and the Operative has lots of underbosses, and they each do lots and lots and lots of damage. So right away, if the opponent's active, the Operative is going to do 4 damage, and then the Chairman does 4, and puts an underboss into play. Oh, anybody but the deputy. Alright, let's have a look at what they do. At the start of the game, Chairman enters play, Master the Underworld side up, and the Operative enters place, Assassin side up. All Thug cards are put into the villain trash. Gameplay. This card is immune to damage. At the start of the villain turn, if there are at least 3 underbosses in the villain trash, the Chairman flips. The heroes cannot win the game. When the Operative would be destroyed, her character card flips. Instead, whenever a villain card is destroyed, the Operative deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 melee damage. At the end of the villain turn, cards from the top of the villain deck are revealed until an underboss is revealed and put into play. Other revealed cards are returned to the villain deck, which is shuffled. Then we have the Deputy. At the start of the villain turn, all Crooked Cops regain 3 HP. At the end of the villain turn, search the villain deck for a card named Crooked Cop and put it into play. Crooked Cop. Reduce damage dealt to Chairman, the Operative, and underbosses by 1. So we have Raw up first. We have Living Conflagration. When this card enters play, Raw deals 1 target 2 fire damage. Power. Raw deals 1 target 1 fire. If you don't know the purpose of this game, it's 3 simple rules. You play a card first, use power, which is I will label there, or the character card has its own innate power. We got Scorched Earth. Raw deals a non-hero target X fire damage, where X equals the number of environment cards in play. It could be interesting in Rook City. Summon Staff. Search your deck for the Staff of Ra and put it into your hand. Shuffle your deck. You may draw a card and you may play a card. And we have 2 of those. So we're going to play Summon Staff and we're going to get the Staff of Ra. We got 2 of them actually. When this card enters play, Ra regains 3 HP. Increase damage dealt by Ra by 1. Ra deals 1 target 3 projectile damage. If we use the power of the card. So we're going to do 3 damage and we're going to hit that Crooked Cop for 3. So we got Mr. Fixer up next. He has dual crowbars. Whenever Mr. Fixer would damage, he may deal that one other target as well. Increase damage dealt by Mr. Fixer by 1. When this card enters play, return any other tool cards to your hand. Then we have Meditation. Search your trash or deck for a style card and put it either into play or your hand. If you search your deck, shuffle your deck. And Overdrive. You may use Mr. Fixer's strike power twice this turn. I'm going to put dual crowbars into play and use his strike ability. So we're going to do 2 to the Crooked Cop and take him out. When the Operative does 3 damage to Ra, and we're going to do 4 damage. Alright, Chairman and Operative are nemesis of Mr. Fixer. So I'm going to put... Okay, so we have Cleansing Downpour, which is a power which each hero regains 2 HP. Gene-Bound Shackles, increase damage dealt by Tempest to the villain target with the highest HP by 2. Otherworldly Resilience, reduce damage dealt to Tempest by 1. Put this card next to a target. At the start of your turn, discard up to 3 cards. Tempest deals that target 1 projectile damage for each card discarded this way. If the target leaves play, destroy this card. We're going to put Gene-Bound Shackles into play, and we're going to use Tempest's innate power of dealing 1 projectile damage to everybody. Except because the Chairman's protected, it's going to do 3 to the Operative, and 1 to the Deputy. So we have Super Scientific Tachyon here. This is a variant of her normal, but we have Lightspeed Barrage. Tachyon deals 1 target X melee damage, where X equals the number of burst cards in your trash. We have no burst cards in our trash right now. We have Pushing the Limits. You play an additional card during your play phase and draw an additional card during your draw phase. At the start of your turn, Tachyon may deal herself 2 sonic damage. If she takes no damage this way, this card is destroyed. Supersonic Response. So 70% Tachyon has not been dealt by damage targets this last turn. Tachyon deals 1 target 2 melee damage. If that target dealt Tachyon damage since your last turn, she deals that target 2 sonic damage and Synaptic Interruption. If Tachyon would be dealt 3 or more damage from a single source, you may redirect that damage to the target of your choice and destroy this card. We're going to put that into play. Then we use her innate power. Reveal the bottom 2 cards of a deck. If they share a keyword, put them into play. We're going to use this experiment on Tachyon. So we got Hypersonic Assault and Supersonic Response. So we're going to put Supersonic Response, and we're going to do 2 damage to the Operative. We're going to do Hypersonic Assault, which is going to do 1 damage to everybody, not the Chairman, because it's protected. And to the Deputy, and they can't deal damage next turn. So we have Rook City Wraith. This is a variant of her normal card. So we have Mega Computer. Reduce damage dealt by environment cards by 1. Increase projectile damage dealt by Wraith by 2. The Wraith regains 3 HP, and the Wraith deals up to 3 targets 1 projectile damage. We're going to put Throwing Knives into play, and we're going to use her innate power. Reveal the top card of the environment deck. Put it into play or discard it. So that's Blighted Streets. Increase damage dealt 2 hero targets by 1. If at the end of each hero's turn, if that hero had dealt no damage this turn, their player may discard 2 cards to destroy this card. If this card is destroyed, play the top card of the villain deck. We're just going to throw that right in the trash. We have Tony Torres as our... So, select a card and put it on the top of the deck. So we have... Play the top 2 cards of the environment deck. Or... the start of the villain turn, play the top cards. And we don't want that informant coming up. So let's put Rook City as mine on the top of the deck. And he's got to deal 5 damage to either himself or... Yeah, this card's immune to damage from hero targets. At the end of the environment turn, reveal the top 2 cards of the villain deck. Put one on the top of the villain deck and the other on the bottom. If then the villain target enters... Yeah. So the Chairman's going to deal him 5 damage. So we're going to play the top 2 cards of the environment deck. Reduce damage dealt to villain targets by 1. That sucks. And we got the 2 cards that work in our favor. So we got another Crooked Cop, and we have an Enforcer. So the Enforcer is going to make us discard. We already have dual crowbars in place, so let's get rid of the other one. So we have this. Oh, there's no villain ongoing cards. I thought that was the environment. Oh, this is the environment one. Deals each non-hero target X fire damage, where X equals the number of environment cards in play. There's 3, and then we're going to increase it. So we're going to use this one. It's going to do the choose for me. Chairman's not going to take any damage. The Operative is going to take 2 damage. Crooked Top is going to take 3. The Forces are going to take 3. Deputy's going to take 2, and the Muscle's going to take 2. She's going to take none, and he's going to take none. Then we have our power. We're going to finish off that Crooked Cop. Yeah, Operative cannot deal damage because of Hypersonic Assault. So it's Mr. Fixer's turn. So we got this Mr. Fixer deals 1 target 2 melee damage. You know, but we're going to do Meditation. We're going to grab one of his style cards. So damage dealt by Mr. Fixer is irreducible. First time each turn Mr. Fixer would be dealt 2 or less damage. You may rate that damage to a point of your choice. Mr. Fixer deals damage. You may choose the type of that damage. Increase damage dealt by Mr. Fixer by 1. And at the start of your turn, all damage dealt to the target is reducible at the end of your turn. So we're going to grab Grease Monkey Fist. We're going to put that into play. Mr. Fixer is going to deal... I'm going to hit the Operative. We're going to do melee damage. We're going to do 3 damage to them. And you know what? Let's do 3 damage. Let's do some damage to the Deputy. We're going to do lightning damage this time. So no, we're going to protect Tempest a little bit more. And we're just going to Squall. So no damage. No damage. Alright. So they can deal damage again. We're going to do the 1 damage. We're going to get rid of the deputy here. So we don't want any more of those crooked cops coming back up. We're going to play the bottom 2 cards of the deck. For Tachyon. So we have to discard both those cards because they don't have equipment or limited in either of them. Which sucks because we lose our goggles. Alright, so we're going to put our targeting computer into play. We also grabbed Impromptu Invention, draw a card, search it. I could have. You know what? I'm going to go back. So we have this thing to go back. We're going to go back to when we play a card. We're going to put Impromptu Invention. So we pick up another Mega Computer. So Impromptu Invention, draw a card, search your deck for an equipment card, and either put it into play or your hand. I want to grab Razor Ordnance. The Wraith deals 1 target 3 projectile damage. And I'm going to put that into play. And then I'm going to put our Micro-Targeting Computer. So I can do 4 damage with the Wraith. Of course, Scum and Villainy comes up. So let's put Rook City as mine on top of the deck, and we're going to do 5. We're going to get rid of. Sorry, Tony Taurus. Play the top card of the villain and environment decks. Oh wow, that's going to be a lot of environment cards in play. Let's say the muscle has the lowest. Falling Statuary, and she's going to do 5 damage to herself. Put all the underbosses cards from the villain trash. Ah, the deputy's back. And this guy does 4 hero targets, 2 projectile damage. So it's going to do 1 to Tempest, 2 to Tachyon, 2 to Wraith, and 2 to Ra. In a villain turn, deal each target with at least 5 HP, 2 toxic damage, and deal each target with at least 10 HP, 3 toxic damage. So this is going to do a lot of damage around the board. And I'm going to redirect the damage from that Tachyon would have taken. I'm going to redirect towards the Operative. So the muscle's going to do 2 damage. Everybody, all the heroes. Oh, not the broker. The Operative puts. So we got. Oh, look at all these underbosses. So we got enforcers up. You know what? Wraith has enough cards in her hand. She doesn't need that 4. The Crooked Cop comes back. The Informant. The Thief is going to make. The Enforcer's going to make. Oh. I can get rid of one of the Mega Computers, I guess. And the Thief is going to destroy one of the cards in play. We're going to destroy the Staff of Ra because Ra has another one. Alright, let's have a look at what these new ones do. The hero card, when a hero card is played, play the top card of the villain deck. At the end of the villain turn, destroy a hero or ongoing card. Start a villain turn, play the top card of the villain deck. So there's a bunch of cards we need to get rid of here. And Ra needs his staff. So they're going to do some damage out. And we're going to get rid of... Where is he? Informant here. So 3 to Ra. Oh, there. Now we get Flame Barrier. Alright, so we're going to play Overdrive. We can use our power twice this turn. So I'm going to hit the Crooked Cop first. For melee. And then I'm going to hit the Broker. Projectile. And we get to use the power again. So let's finish off that crooked cop. And let's take care of the broker. Say we'll hit her, we'll send her up against Tachyon. Ooh. We got picked up this one. One target deals 5 lightning damage. You know what? Let's do it. Let's hit the operative for 5. And let's hit everybody for 1. Except for the chairman. So Tachyon's turn. Let's put Synaptic Interruption back into play, and let's experiment. Tachyon's just not working out right now. Wraith, let's reduce the damage dealt by the environment. And I'm going to throwing knives. So I'm going to hit the operative for 3, the deputy for 3, and let's take care of... let's take care of the thief. No, Ra has the most. So it's the environment turn. Oh, this is going to do 4 damage to each of them. 4 in some case. So we're going to redirect that 4 damage back at the operative. First player to discard a card will be Tachyon. We get rid of this because we don't have enough cards to play, and Tempest can get rid of Vicious Cyclone. So we can destroy 2 cards, 2 environment cards. Falling Statuary is going to get rid of, let's say, the muscle. Scum and Villainy at the top. Oh, that's all the environment cards out of the way. Oh my god. All the underbosses we just killed are now back. And we have the contact. Okay. Alright. So Crooked Cop's back. Thief is back. So the enforcers are going to make me get rid of another card. Let's just get rid of Summon Staff. The informant's back! Yay! Hired Gun. And we can get rid of the Mega Computer. First target, it's going to do 3 damage to everybody. I was going to put Flame Barrier into play. I'm just going to skip, and we need to get rid of that informant. Yeah, no, let's just hit Tempest here. So we gotta get rid of that Crooked Cop, so we're going to charge. Let's hit that Crooked Cop first. We're going to do melee. And because of dual crowbars, we can hit somebody else. Let's hit the deputy. So we can strike. We can still strike, and let's take out that Crooked Cop. Another 4 damage. And do projectile damage to the operative for 6. Let's put cleansing downpour. And as much as I would love to hit everybody for 1, I'm going to heal all the heroes for 2. We could Sucker Punch and get rid of one of the cards. That's just going to cause the Operative to do damage, and we don't want that right now. So we're going to experiment. And Tachyon's experiment is... I usually have great luck with her experiment. So let's heal for 3. Let's Razor Ordnance the Operative for 5. Scum and Villainy comes into play. Top card of it. Oh yay! They both regain 5 HP. This guy does 2 to everybody. 3 because of the contract. And plays the top card, so they regain... Oh my god. Undivided Attention. 5 to Tachyon, and 3 to Tempest. No underboss cards left in the deck. She can get rid of Pushing the Limits. Our Thief is going to just... Oh, we got to discard another card. Tachyon has to discard another card. We'll get rid of Sucker Punch. Another Informant. The Wraith takes some damage. Another Hired Gun who's going to do... Oh, the Thief is going to destroy a card. Why not Cleansing Downpour? I think Tempest is pretty much dead anyway. She's back to 17 HP. Mr. Fixer is done. Tachyon is done. Wraith is done. Let's get rid of it. Ra is gone. Tempest is gone. So that's it, folks. We got decimated by the chairman, Rook City. Probably not the best environment to face him in anyway, because he is very strong, and Rook City is not very forgiving. So, anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this episode, and hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment down below of what you think of the series. Anyways, I'm gonna get going here. So, you all are awesome, and I'll see y'all next time.